expected to seek out the best. 2 words to describe the activity.
The Yoruba Unity Forum is conducted.
Be the first to know. From the north, south, east, west, and around Africa. We break the news. Now you can catch all the actions live as the news breaks. We are Core TV News.
Welcome to Core TV Primetime
Our
News.
24-hour news station.
The Department of State Services has accused the All Progressives Congress, of course, of planning to hack into the database of Independent National Electoral Commission. Our correspondent was in Abuja, where the DSS spokesperson Merile Oga gave out all the proofs in this report.
On November 22, 2014, security operatives conducted a raid on a building in Ikeja area of Lagos, which turned out to be APC's data office. DSS had claimed that the operation was born out of intelligence report, which indicated that the office was being used to clone INEC's permanent voters card. Now, the security agency says it has concluded its investigations and is prepared to reveal its findings on the items recovered from the building. According to the DSS, one of the hard drives recovered from the building contained a video of 21 hacking tutorials.
That one of the hard drives recovered from the building contained a video of 21 hacking tutorials. The tutorial video focused on the following areas: how to become a hacker and steps to take to avoid detection in the process of hacking web servers. Steps and procedures of system hacking, password cracking, decrypting, escalating access privileges, and creating backdoors to servers. It also explicitly explained how to evade security of databases, such as intrusion detection system, IDS, firewalls, and other measures put in place to detect hackers. The video outlined ways to identify vulnerabilities in systems and how to surreptitiously drop a USB flash drive in a target establishment.
Aside the hacking tutorials, these manuals, according to the DSS, contain further information on how to evade detection during an hacking operation. These passport photographs on this board belong to 7 security operatives. These ones belong to Nigerians, and on this other side are passport pictures of foreigners. DSS claims they were all recovered during the raid and are meant for the party's membership list. The service also revealed that copies of temporary voters card and permanent voters card were recovered from the party office, aside from APC registration forms.
It was also discovered that the APC registered underage persons, including several infants, babies, as members of their party. This service, and indeed other security services, know that Article 9(1) of the APC party constitution expressly says membership of the party shall be open to any citizen of Nigeria who has attained the age of 18 years and accepts the aims and objectives of the party. Similarly, the APC registered several security personnel from the Nigerian Army, the Nigerian Police Force, the Nigerian Customs Service, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Federal Road Safety, amongst others, in their uniforms as members of their party.
For now, all the suspects arrested are out on bail, but they have also been charged to court. Pius Samuel, Core TV News, Abuja.
Of course, the APC says the position of the DSS as regards hacking into INEC's database is hogwash. The party also says the DSS findings presented to the media by the agency, the party describes it as a great disservice to Nigeria and embarrassment to all intelligence gathering organizations around the world. And it goes on and on like that. We're hoping to reach the National Publicity Secretary on telephone in the course of the show to also get his position as regards all of this. But I'm joined now by a public affairs analyst. He's a human rights activist, and of course is the president of Voters Awareness Campaign Organization. Barrister Wale Ogunade, good morning. Happy New Year to you.
How are you? Good morning. And good morning, all our viewers all over. And anyway, it's not a campaign organization. It's Voters Awareness Initiative.
I beg
so that they don't turn us into a political party that we are campaigning for somebody.
Well, what's your initial reaction to this revelation from the DSS?
Well, to me, it's a revelation too late. They went and raided APC's office more than 2 months ago. And one will expect that by now, or before now, before the political tension heats up, they will have come out with their investigation. The way all those things are presented to me that we saw just now, it can't take more than maybe 4 days. They went, they took the systems away. It's just about bringing them out. But be that as it may, this matter is even before a court of law. I don't know, because to me this is political. And since the issue is before a court of law, one will expect that these are issues that they will present as evidence in the court of law, not in the court of public opinion. It serves no purpose. Rather, as far as I'm concerned, what they have just done would even earn more sympathy to APC. As far as I'm concerned, that look at them. One can even, let's look at it now as I want to think now as a lawyer. I'll look at it that they took this long. In law, we call it fishing for evidence. It took them this long because they went to fish for evidence. And it's not in law. It's not allowed in law. So to me, all they have just done is just trying to weaken and give their department a very bad name. That's not how things should be done. Let's do things patriotically.
Just a minute, Barrister.
Government is about the people.
Hello, good morning. We are joined now by the National Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress. Hello, good morning, Alhaji Lai Mohammed.
Good morning.
And welcome to Call Digest. We quickly want to have your position as regards the pronouncement from the Department of State Services accusing the All Progressives Congress of planning to hack into the database of INEC.
Especially from, from what they said yesterday, from their statement yesterday and their press release of yesterday, they are a disappointment to Nigerians and we're very embarrassed. There's nowhere in the world that an intelligence gathering organization, which is supposed to be a government organization, has shown such pathetic bias and partisanship. What are the facts in issue? Over 50 days ago, you went to hack this, you went to invade our database in Lagos, claiming that you had evidence that you were cloning permanent voters card. You come back after more than 50 days to change your story, and you are now exhibiting some manufactured, exhibits and evidence. After you have subjected all the arrested staff to torture, and you say that is your evidence that we are trying to hack into INEC, database. Yes, that report is hogwash, it's partisan, it's shallow, and it's not acceptable to anybody.
Okay, are you saying categorically that all of these evidences put forward, photographs, forms, there are also photographs of underage people who allegedly have been registered with the APC. Are you saying they are all false?
Absolutely false. What does it take to get pictures of underage for SSS after 50 days of keeping in our custody our equipment? You do not agree. You see what is fantastic about that kind of forgery? Of course, it is absolutely false. Absolutely false. There's no other word for it. You get 50 days, you kept our system. For more than 50 days, you kept our material. You now come back later and you show us, you come and display to the whole world that these are pictures. I mean, who cannot untrustworthy evidence.
What steps,
Yep.
what practical step is your party taking to...
Unfortunately, we are the ones who have gone to court, not them. We are the ones who have gone to court to challenge them. And the court now said, yes, they cannot keep those suspects. So it's not them. They didn't go to court. We're already in court. Challenging the violation of our rights. It's just, booking up stories. And of course, you can see that the whole thing is timing, is to distract us, and help PDP that is flailing and drowning.
What if...
But we refuse to be distracted.
Okay. Do you see any of these allegations impacting in any way on the chances of the APC and the ongoing campaigns of your party?
Absolutely not at all. Nigerians are not stupid. What? You are even now saying we are trying to, we are planning to. And why can't INEC speak up and say, yes, actually our system has been tampered with. So I don't think Nigerians are going to fall for that. That's what they hope will happen when Nigerians are wiser. Go to the internet and look at people's reactions to their stories. 90% of the people, even their own people, condemn them.
It's all right. Let me quickly take you up on some other issues. Sometimes in December, your party was also reported to have alleged ongoing purchase of PVCs. Many are asking if it is possible that this particular voter card, the way it is being engineered, can be used by others. If that allegation is true, what do you think would be the reasons behind such act?
See, I was at a meeting with INEC about 2 weeks ago. I think that issue was raised, and INEC confirmed that they were aware of it. And INEC assured us that the only danger in that is that they would disenfranchise people, because once your current voter's card has been bought, it means you cannot use it. However, we are more concerned and more worried because of the rate at which this racket is going on. We are fearful that probably PDP knows something that we do not know, which is that probably at the end of the day, INEC may not use the card reader, and they may now ask us to go and use the manual register, in which case the purchased PVC card will become handy. This is our major fear, and this is what we are asking INEC. And one of them said that they must insist that we use the card reader, and we must use it and not the manual register.
Are you not skeptical about the complaints from many people as regards collection of the PVC? Many of them are even...
We are not really skeptical. We are very worried. We are very concerned. And we are once again asking INEC. The INEC should make it possible for all Nigerians who have registered to collect their permanent voters card. As a matter of fact, I received a complaint this morning that the INEC, the electoral officer in the Kenya local government, has actually told people that registration has closed. Whereas INEC at the headquarters is telling the whole world that we can continue to register, we can continue to collect our PVC on the 31st of January. So the INEC should tell us who is who.
But there are also suggestions from... Just a minute, Alaji. There are also suggestions from these concerned Nigerians that if they can't get their PVC before February 14, that possibly they should give them the chance to use their temporary voter card. Would you concur with that?
No, I think that would be dangerous. Because you are back to manual. And if you go back to manual, then those who have closed PVC, those who have bought PVC, will be able to use them. We should only put pressure on INEC, and they can do the whole thing to ensure that every Nigerian who is registered gets his or her PVC.
Okay. Recently, the movement for the emancipation of the Niger Delta men showed some support to the APC presidential candidate. The PDP, as of this morning, is asking questions. What kind of connection exists between the APC and MEND, whose one of its members is serving a prison sentence in South Africa based on terrorism charges? If I can quote them, Alhaji, they are also saying Nigerians should Nigerians expect a similar statement from insurgents in the north?
I think the PDP is simply on panic mode. They are fidgety, they are panicking. APC has become a movement. It's become beyond a political party. We don't go out to seek or buy people's endorsement. We didn't apply to anybody for endorsement. We received endorsement from so many quarters that we don't even know. I'm sure if men had endorsed PDP, they would have celebrated. But honestly, we didn't apply for it, we didn't buy it, we didn't use anybody. But any Nigerian that wants to embrace change, they are welcome. You see, the problem with PDP is that, when a few months ago, they were in Baka with their favorite priest. He was the one that was anointing all of them, prophesying how they are going to win. He was a good Christian. But the moment the man said he received another message from the Holy Ghost, application Jonathan, he has become a bad that's PDP for you. Honestly, I think it's not issue. And this election will not be won or lost on who has endorsed you. We did not advertise for endorsement. We didn't buy it. We didn't set up groups like PAN like they did. Nigerians from every walk of life, they are now endorsing our movement.
Alhaji, what is this issue about the credibility of General Muhammadu Buhari's credentials? There's been lots of talk, especially from the PDP presidential campaign team.
It's so sad that in PDP's desperation to win election, they are ready to bring down not just anybody, but any institution. See, what PDP does not understand is that by attacking credentials of General Buhari, his eligibility or otherwise to vote, they are attacking the credibility of the entire Nigerian military. What they are saying is that the general in Nigerian army does not have primary school certificate. They are saying that the general in Nigerian army is the equivalent of a corporal in other armies. This is a simple interpretation. I don't know why they cannot see this. They can't see far. A man who wants to become the general in the Nigerian army, you are saying he does not have a school certificate. A man who wants to become the head of state in Nigeria, you say he does not have a school certificate. A man who has attended the most prestigious war colleges. He was a colleague of Colin Powell, one of his courses. You see, he's not a school certificate. A man who has contested the same election 3 times, in 2003, 2007, 2011. What certificate did he use then? And do you think Nigerians are stupid? Who does not know that when this man was imposed as head of state, he was incarcerated for more than 3 years? During that, in the period, his house was vandalized, all his records and documents were destroyed. And what did he do? He went back to the army headquarters and said, "What my record of service? Go to the army headquarters."
It's
and
all right.
The army headquarters has never denied it. You see, but in the desperation, because they have nothing to campaign about, they are now trying to bring down the entire military institution. So don't be surprised if in future, the other people in the other part of the world say, "Oh, Nigerian general, what do you mean? They have no certificate." That is the level of desperation of the PDP, and that's how where they are prepared to bring us down.
Okay, I'm afraid that's how much time we permit us to take from you. Alhaji Lai Mohammed, National Publicity Secretary of the APC, thank you very much for joining us on Call Digest today.
Thank you very much. That is mine. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. You can also be a part of the show. All you need to do is follow us on Twitter at Core Digest Live. And we'll love to have all of your comments and your contributions as well as inquiries on the show. Subsequently, in a matter of time, we'll also open the phone lines. Barrister Wale Gwade, thank you for staying the course. You had him, but let's take all of these issues one by one. Let's stick with the APC and DSS chapter for a while. Would you say that the DSS had legal backings to have gone to the office in the commando style the way they did some months ago?
Well, they have legal backing. Excuse me. They have legal backing if they have a court order.
Okay.
If they don't have a court order, their action is illegal. That's just it.
And you don't think they did have that court order?
Unfortunately, I wouldn't know. If they have it, they will tell us, just as they exhibited some documents now. But if they didn't do. But to me, that's not. You see, my problem with Nigerians and anybody who wants to listen to the truth is that the law is a law. And I keep on telling anybody that there is no way you will mix law with politics and expect that politics will override law. Forever. Forget it. The law will always overrun politics because law is the law. And of course, law is the precursor of politics. Because before politics, God made laws. Let us do this, let us do that. Okay. But be that as it may, the fundamental issue here is that we must all ensure to do the right thing.
Let's quickly look at those pictures again because it's quite shocking.
Yeah.
If MSRA can show us those pictures, the allegations are grave. If you would want to hack into INEC database, that's rigging at the zenith, so to speak.
Yes.
The concern of an average Nigerian would be the truth. Where does the hope of finding out the truth lie at this time?
Well, look, I'm involved. I don't understand really all this issue because all I know is that the practical thing, now I'm involved in this process for more than 20 years now. And I know that there is no way you can read through this process. I don't know how they want to do it. Because ordinarily, all you need to do is that you have your voter's card. Okay. Election will take place simultaneously all over the country. It's not as if you vote here and you run somewhere again and vote. It's not possible. That is one. Two, even let's assume that people they can't run around to vote. So you vote, and your election, the beauty of this thing is that the result of the election is now pasted at the point of voting. Okay. So, and all these parties will have their agents.
Are you saying it's impossible to rig this election?
From my own point of view, as a stakeholder, major stakeholder who is involved in this project, rigging this election will be difficult.
Just a minute.
Except they manipulate figures after the elections, maybe at collation centers.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. My name is John, calling from Delta.
John from Delta. How's Delta this morning?
Fine. The election hearing is around the corner.
Welcome to Call Digest Thursday. Go ahead with your contribution, please.
Okay, please, with due respect, I think the young man over your guest is not telling Nigerians the truth on analyzing this issue the way it ought to. I mean, there is classical evidence, a demanding one for that matter, as to what the DSS has discovered. And he is talking about bringing the evidence too late or trying to paint a picture that is confusing. Nigerians should be, for once, truthful. These are things ordinarily we should take up the APC on. What are they doing with such materials? Hacking materials for what? I mean, we are Nigerians and we should see. He has just, victoriously, he has just shown sympathy for the APC. See, irrespective of which party is involved, anytime we see the truth, we should confront the truth headlong. These are evidences that if it were to be in developed crimes, some persons would have been in custody to explain as to why what they are doing with such materials. I think we should focus on that. Let nobody deviate with this. The intention of such materials. That is my contribution. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling all the way from Delta. I believe you quickly want to react to that.
Yes.
Simple.
For his information, I'm not a party. I'm not an APC man. Neither am I a PDP man nor a member of any of the political parties. Mine is that I'm talking as a stakeholder here, apart from being a lawyer. And I'm telling you, and I stand to be corrected, if this issue goes to court, it will stand. That you don't go manufacture evidence. If you say someone is a thief, after 5 days or 6 days, you now say, this is what I saw. Immediately the man was caught. Where is the thing he stole? You say, don't worry, he's a thief. I saw him. He stole this thing. Where is the thing he stole? You cannot present this biro. You now went back. You now went to your house. After 5 days, you now say, now this biro is still. Look at him. Nobody will believe you. That's what is happening. And somebody is saying that somebody is not telling the truth.
Are you saying
here.
that all of these evidences would not be admissible in the court of law?
Let them go to the court and test it. Let them go to court and test it. They are in court. You know, I said it earlier on, even before Lai Mohammed came up. They are in court already. So it is not something for the public discourse. This is a legal issue. It's not a political issue anymore. So going to the public domain, as far as I'm concerned, will serve no purpose. And I'm talking as a lawyer here. The issue of telling the truth or not does not arise, because that is the issue on ground. Because at the end of the day, it is the courts that will decide, not politics. Because, for starters, the registration, when these people prove that, look, these things, you will prove it, that this is, hello? You see, the principle is he who alleged must prove.
Let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Call Digest Thursday.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Abdul calling from Sokoto.
Abdul from Sokoto. How's Sokoto this morning?
No, we are battling with the Hamatan weather.
With cold. Oh, I can tell how terrific the cold will be there. Hope you're coping, yes. Abdul.
Thank you very much. My own contribution towards your... Are you listening?
Well, with you, Abdul, go ahead with your contribution.
My own contribution towards this DSS allegation was... I think it is the right time the woman should resign. She has been giving us fail after investigation failed report. The woman you decide to resign. She did not warrant that position. That is my own contribution. For that young man over there, please go ahead with your contribution. Whoever say anything against you, you should just continue.
No, it's the law. I have no problem with anybody.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for your contribution, Abdul Colin from Sokoto. But at such a point at this, where we are all wishing and hoping for a free, fair, credible election,
yes,
issues like this indeed would bring certain level of fear that probably after all, because at the point where we want to inspire people to go and vote, people would want to have that assurance that indeed my vote will count this time. What impact do you think this revelation?
Well, I will expect the powers that be to have put their house in order, including INEC. I've been involved in this process, and I've put INEC on its toes. Is it only in Nigeria that you conduct elections? That people, some 37 days to the elections, voters are not sure maybe they will vote or not? Is it only in Nigeria? Is it not a big shame? Or is that another lie again? For those who are promoters of falsehood, I wish your friend again from Delta will call again. Is that a lie that 36 days, even I asked him, maybe he has not gotten his PVC. I'm sure if he has gotten, 50% of his people in his compound or area will have not gotten. All over Nigeria, there is a cry that you've not gotten a voter's card. Where am I going? Is that instead of the right things to be done, we have now heated the polity with issues of PVC. And some people are trying to hack. Is that what we should be doing now? Some 37 days to the election? One would have expected that all these things are done off. Is it only in Nigeria that we have elections? That they're shouting? Is it not a big shame?
Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Welcome to Call Digest. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Christopher from Kwara.
Christopher calling from Kwara. How is Kwara this morning?
Fine.
Go ahead with the contribution, please.
Yeah, what I want to contribute to is the statement made by your guest there. You make mention of law being in existence before. We understand that law has been in existence from the onset of the world. At the same time, politics has also been in existence from the onset of the world. Because Satan even himself tries to overthrow God in heaven. We are aware of that.
But let me just engage you. In the beginning, was God was creating. He created before Satan.
Just a minute, let him.
The main mention of the voters card not available now. Hello?
Go ahead, please.
So what I'm saying is this. For the issue of voters card not available, and I want to support your guest. He's right. It's very, very right. But in terms of hacking, if anybody is trying to hack anything, I don't think it will be in the favor of anybody this time around in this kind of election. That hacking issue should be taken, should be a serious matter. It should be a serious matter. Hacking is a serious matter in anything that has to do with computerization. So this election, whoever that is desperate to be where we want to be should be very, very careful. Nigerians are wiser now, and we cannot take any nonsense from anybody. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Christopher, calling from Kwara UA, about responding to his comments.
Well, I just wanted to say was that, well, I know that I'm a Bible scholar, and I know that before politics, God was the only one around. And he said, let us do this. Let there be light. Let the firmament and the waters, let them divide. And co and co. So it was when that, and of course, all those things, God was making law. So it was after law, then of course, these angels too came up. Then Satan was there, he messed up, and of course, because he wanted to displease God, God sent him down to earth. So how is now politics ahead of law?
Hello, good morning, welcome to Call Digest. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from.
What's your name again? I need you to turn down the volume of your TV set if we're going to go ahead with this conversation.
I'm Maliki calling from Sokoto.
Maliki from Sokoto. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Hope you are coping with the cold there, the Hamatan.
Yeah, the Hamatan is very harsh here.
All right, go ahead with your contribution.
Okay, the gentleman there sitting, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, you made a very good contribution today. I'm very happy with your contribution. Hello?
Go ahead, we're with you.
Hello?
Go ahead, Maliki.
Hello?
Well, with you, go ahead with the contribution, Maliki. I'm afraid we lost that. Well, let's begin to drive this particular topic home because we have other issues to also discuss. At this point in time now, what way forward before election? Because we have a situation whereby at the moment any matter gets to court, then it takes forever before we get to see the light and understand the truth. Are there any hope that Nigerians will be able to confirm the truth of this issue?
Thank God we are going to an election, and that's why people should shine their eyes. In Nigeria, as I talk to you now, we operate the law called 1914.
Okay.
1914, laws of the Federation, laws that were introduced by Lord Lugard. That's why you have a justice system that is this slow, that it takes like forever for we to have justice in this country. But we can get it right if we elect people who can make the legal system better.
Okay.
Lawyers don't make law. It is the politicians through the House of Assembly and the National Assembly, that's the Senate and the House of Representatives. As I'm talking to you now, a country like South Korea, within 2 weeks, no matter the wahala, the law, they finish whatever case. But in Nigeria, you go there forever. So it is in our advantage that we do the right thing. The right thing is that we elect people who are really patriotic and have the fear of God. And they are not saints. They are within us there. We know them. It's not about gratification. This time around, we must ensure that we get it right by voting people who will represent you in your various areas to make good laws for this country. Not sitting down and looking for Ghana must go. Not sitting down and getting patronages all over, and you think that's the end of the world. Look at it now. Whatever goes round has come round. We are all victims in this country. Nobody will tell me in this country that is enjoying. Nobody. The rich and the poor, all of us are suffering. It's either you are suffering insecurity, you are suffering bad roads, or you are suffering the economy. In fact, if it's the economy, let's leave that one, because that's another sore point.
Let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Good morning, are you there?
Hello?
Good morning, turn down the volume of your TV set.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm fine.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Mr. Stephen Johnny, calling from Suleja, Niger State.
Stephen from Niger State.
Yes, sir.
Can you turn down the volume of your TV set, please, Mr. Stephen?
Yeah, Stephen from the Suleja.
Okay. I need you to turn down the volume of your TV set.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Crystal clear. Go ahead with your contribution, please.
All right. You really appreciate your guest over there.
Okay.
Just a comment to make about the PVC. And I want to assure to you that in Suleja, where I live, under Niger State, we have so many people complaining of not getting that PVC water card. What do I need to do about this issue on ground? It's a very critical issue.
I'm afraid we lost that call. Quite poor reception we have there. Well, there are other issues to touch on. I think we should quickly touch on the PVC as a permanent voter, because I also asked the APC. Yes, we also spoke with the APC National Publicity Secretary, who also bore his mind. But we're going to place a particular up sound for you, and it's about people's reactions in a particular local government in Lagos. Of course, INEC now says that the collection of the PVC has been taken away from the polling units to the various local government areas across the country. How exactly have people been coping, and what has been the reaction of all of these concerned Nigerians who are eager to get their PVCs?
Well, the process is slow. This is after 12 now. The officers distributed the cards, they just commenced the distribution. And imagine if someone if somebody comes here around 8 and by 12 he has not been attended to. So what's the probability that that fellow will collect the PVC?
Up to now, I didn't collect my own voter's card. They said I should came this year. Last year I came, and I came this year. Up to now, they did not give me. They say anybody that didn't see his name on the polling booth, his picture, you should go home.
This is my 5th time of coming from Ibafo, spending money, spending my time, wasting my time. Anyway, I won't say much, but my advice is to the INEC people that they should put in more effort.
I've been here yesterday from the hour of 12 up to 5 p.m. I couldn't collect my card. They asked us to write our name. We wrote our name down. At the end of it, there was nothing being done. So today, this morning, I was here as early as 8 a.m. up to this present time. And they said we should write our name on the ward up to this present time.
Well, for me, I think the federal government should make an alternative arrangement as to make for those of us who fall in this category of being nearly being disenfranchised.
Then we do it, because I don't think that everybody can get it today. And I don't know how many days or weeks they give for this, because we have been trying to collect since morning, and we haven't gotten our own. But I believe that we'll go.
Okay, you heard it from them, and it doesn't sound as if things are getting better. You had a press conference yesterday as regards that touched on this particular issue. It's showing, I believe, presently on our news bulletins. What is your stance, your informed opinion about this new development?
I mean, you just did a vox poll So it's not as if one is just sitting down here to criticize just for the fun of it or for him to be noticed. These are issues. It's our right. It's the right of every eligible voter. That's his right. And it is the duty of INEC to make it available. And as far as I'm concerned, they have not made any noise that they are short of funds. Because if they make it, you can be sure that people like us will ensure that they get the money.
They have kept saying they have enough money.
So, then what is the problem in organizing? Is it, as I talk to you now, if you remember in March, and people who are listening, because you see, when the truth is coming out, they will say this man is misinforming. In March, I remember that some people went to the National Stadium in Abuja looking for a job. What did they get in return? Debt. Those people, if INEC has collated them very well, and there are more everywhere, as I'm talking to you now, if INEC just make the mistake that we need, before they finish need, their offices will be jam-packed by people who are volunteers that were ready to help you. If it's about hands, to register people, to ensure that this PVC goes round. But look at the problems and pains, and that's why I said 37 days to the election, there's this crisis all over, and somebody is saying that one is misinforming. What is the problem about that? And I'll refer this person to Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto anybody who sees the truth and says a lie. And woe unto somebody who sees a lie and call it the truth. Woe unto you.
We're going to take a short break now. When we come back, we'll also touch more on other areas, especially the PVCs and other developing stories ahead of the 2015 general elections. Stick around on Core Digest Thursday. Don't go away.
From time immemorial, women have birthed life, shaped character, and by extension, influenced the society. Moremi of Ife, Emoten of Benin, Queen Aminat of Zaria, all women of influence and power.
Whether it's before election, after election.
How ironical. Women being so powerful, yet have few grounds in decision making.
They see you as a wife, and I see you as a wife to a man.
We are talking women in politics.
A woman will be bold enough to stand up and say, I want to become president of Nigeria.
Only on Core TV News.